Hello traders, welcome back to the channel. This is Vishal and let's start today's Nifty and Bank Nifty futures short-term view. Now before I get ahead in the video, just want to share with all of you that today's video is going to be a little bit slightly bigger in terms of size. The reason for that is I'm going to share with all of you three important indexes and a few of the stocks within that index which could give you a probable up move in the next few days for short-term traders. All right. So without any delay, let's start today's educational video. As usual, you can see that a Nifty future is still within a range. It's still range bound. In terms of state of trend in the daily time frame chart, yes, I can agree that we do have a beautiful hammer over here. But still, since the price is trading below the moving averages, the trend is pretty much down in the daily time frame chart. In the hourly time frame chart, you can clearly see the price is trading just below this particular trend line resistance. So my view continues to be the same. In fact, in my yesterday's video also, I clearly told that until and unless we don't have a decent close above 18,300 or 18,350, somewhere over here, big green candle, it could be very difficult as a trader to possibly take a long position on the upside, because within this band from this particular point to this point, I consider it as completely range bound. All right. Now, if you check Bank Nifty futures, generally Bank Nifty futures, they move up 2 to 3 times in comparison to Nifty, right? So according to that, we should say that Bank Nifty has closed in green by 199 points almost, but Nifty futures has been able to close almost by 111 points. So which means Bank Nifty is slightly underperformed. Then the question is, which particular sector actually outperformed today? That particular sector was metals. And I'm going to share one stock in that particular sector also. But before that, let's check at Bank Nifty futures. In Bank Nifty futures, you can see that price has been able to bounce from a decent medium term trend line support. You can see it has been tested this one time over here. I would like to highlight with marker for all of you. The second time it has taken a support over here, and this is the third time. And in fact, when it took the support over here, this previous high was also a decent support. So this is a sign that Bank Nifty has been able to bounce back from a decent support. Now the question is that has it bottomed out or not? We should come to that point. But in terms of state of trend, in the daily chart, it is still, you can say, flattish. It is neither up, neither down. Now, if you have a look at the hourly time frame charts, you can see just little bit, you can see price has been able to close above the moving averages, but the resistance band has still not been broken. For me, the resistance band in Bank Nifty future is still not taken off, and the coordinates for this particular resistance band is 43,174 to 43,010. So I guess once we have a close above this particular band, and consistent buying is visible even of this 1 hourly breakout chart, because what happens is, in case if we have a breakout above the resistance band and then immediately price starts coming down, that it is called a fake breakout. It's a false breakout basically. So we need the price to sustain. Just अगर एक ही बार प्राइस ऊपर गया, रेजिस्टेंस बैंड के ऊपर ब्रेकआउट दिया और फिर नीचे आ गया, उसका कोई फायदा नहीं है. We need a steady buying going on continuously. All right. So once we have this in place, then maybe we'll see some fireworks happening on the upside. Maybe prices will rally on the upside. If you want to check the volumes, you can surely do. I generally do it when markets are extremely range bound. You will understand that where are the volumes. You see volume has been visible little bit somewhere. If you see this particular bar, if you see this bar. So generally when prices have moved up, yes, you will be able to see bars of buying volume coming up. Although this particular candle, I think this is the start of the day where you can see one bar which is in big red size, I guess. But other than that, overall, if you can see in last 2 days, the volume bars are showing pretty nice buying activity. Okay. Now, if at all the Bank Nifty future is going to go up, we should also understand which particular sector within the Bank Nifty would rally. Is it going to be PSU banks or is it going to be the private banking pack? First, let me have a look at the PSU banks. Well, according to me, PSU banks, generally I do not open the weekly time frame chart in the Nifty and the Bank Nifty short-term view, but in the case of PSU banks, I would have to do that. The volatility is still very, very high. If you just plot ATR, the volatility is still extremely, extremely high. So according to me, PSU banks are not a very good bet for positional trade. For a swing trade, it is okay. But again, I'll be very, very choosy. I'll be very, very picky in my swing trades, if at all I want to initiate in the PSU banking pack. First of all, before going to the particular stock, we should understand that we are still under the resistance band which is present in the hourly chart, which is between 4289 and 4299. So once we have a breakout above this with a big green candle, then possibly things will get even better. And the pick of the stocks for me in PSU banking pack would be obviously SBI, because SBI is the particular stock which has been able to take support and it has been able to bounce back decently, not a very big bounce back, but pretty decent. Once it starts sustaining above this 605 level, then I think prices will continue going higher and higher on the upside. Second stock would be Bank of Baroda. Bank of Baroda, you can clearly see that it has been able to give a bounce from this particular support band. It is a pretty decent support band. Yesterday's candle was pretty good. Today's candle is also okay. I believe in the case of Bank of Baroda, it still requires a little bit of consolidation before the breakout happens. SBI was looking a little bit different in comparison to Baroda, because Baroda is a very high volatile stock in comparison to SBI. So probably a little bit more consolidation, if it happens, it would be really good. And the levels to be taken off on the upside should be 180 to 183. Once I think the prices sustain above this level in the hourly chart, swing traders can fancy their chances on the upside. But understand one thing, guys, these are all short-term views. These are not positional views for possibly 3 to 4 weeks or maybe a couple of months. No, these are just for 1 week to probably 2 weeks, max to max. These are generally swing views, and these are all my personal views. So in case if you find them helpful, I'm really happy, but please apply your own technical analysis. Please apply your own position sizing, your own bet sizing. And talking about position sizing, I would continue to, repeat my statement, which I have been saying since last few days when the volatility came in the market, that as a trader, if I'm going to take few trades for the next few days, my position sizing will be slightly less in comparison to normal market when the volatility is pretty low. And if you're not a very big fan of lowering down your position sizing, at least you can hedge your trading positions by 50% or maybe your entire position. So your losses are minimal and your profits are also minimal. Once I think the market starts trending and the volatility comes down, then you can go back to your normal position sizing. All right, fine. Let's go to the private banking pack. In the private banking pack, first I would like to share with all of you the index itself. The index has been able to bounce back again due to this particular candlestick cluster and this previous high, and it has been able to give a decent bounce back. It's not very, very great, I should say, because the volatility was still pretty large yesterday. Yesterday's candle was pretty good. I do not deny that. Today's candle is also pretty average. But the matter of fact is only one thing, that the price has been able to bounce from a support. So this is a proof that yes, price is respecting the support, but is it also giving us a breakout in the shorter term chart as a swing trader? If we are able to take out the 2200 levels with a big green candle on the upside, then possibly we are in a decent chance for a rally on the upside. For me, again, as I say, this is not a market where you just see a particular sector and probably choose any stock from that. This is not the metal pack. This is a very different sector as of now. From my side, I would like to share two stocks. One is Axis Bank. Axis Bank is looking pretty decent. Again, it has been able to take the support of this previous high and it is able to bounce back. Today's candle, yes, I can understand it's a doji candle. So I'm not saying at current market price it is bullish. I'm saying that if it gives a breakout above 943, something like that, and follow through buying is visible, then we will be able to see higher levels on the upside. All right. One thing to mark over here in Axis Bank is one thing which I did not like. Prices went up over here and volumes came down. This is one thing which I did not like. But other than that, many other things in the chart are looking fine. So, if you're seeing 5 different tools for analysis, out of that, in case if one is not looking that good, but other 4 are looking good, then you can say it's a decent call for a particular stock on the upside. But if out of 5, if 2 or 3 are not looking good, then probably we should avoid that particular stock for time being. Okay. Next stock from my side is going to be HDFC Bank. HDFC Bank, you can see the overall candles visible in the last couple of days were good. Even today's candle is looking pretty okay. Nothing bad about it. You can see there's a pretty small trend line resistance over here. Stock today has closed at 62.32. I think closing above 60, 16.45, 46 with a pretty decent candle and consistent buying on the upside will result in a decent up move. It could probably test somewhere near 1670. All right. But understand till now, whatever I have shared, I'm not saying that it has all the stocks like I shared with you Bank of Baroda, I shared with you SBI, I shared currently HDFC Bank, Axis Bank. All these stocks need to give a breakout first. Only then, पहले breakout देना जरूरी है. Breakout के बाद sustain होगा तो वो प्राइस ऊपर जाएगा, तो वो स्टॉक ऊपर जाएगा. मैं ये नहीं बोल रहा हूँ कि करंट मार्केट प्राइस पे ही इसको खरीद लेंगे तो इसमें पैसा बनना चालू हो जाएगा. ऐसा नहीं होता. ठीक है. So please use your own analysis also in this particular view. Okay. One thing, if you remember, on Sunday I had shared a educational video with all of you, the weekly sectoral analysis. In that video, I told the strongest of the sectors, one of the strongest sector was metal. And what has happened in metal pack is, basically, I would like to turn this particular chart also into daily time frame chart for just a second. You can see it has been able to take this support band, which I had shared with all of you in that video. And this is a pretty good bounce back. Now, what has happened in metals is this bounce back happened today. So that time markets were going on and I was not able to share with all of you. But one thing I can say, it still continues to be one of the strongest sectors, even stronger than banking, I should say. And if you check all the stocks, apart from sale, I will not talk about sale right now because it's not able to outperform. JSW Steel, wonderful breakout. You see the volumes over here, amazing breakout. Jindal Steel, superb, simply superb. Hindalco, amazing. One stock which was not able to take off that nicely was Tata Steel. I think the breakout came somewhere over here at 109.90 or probably 110. The stock hasn't moved up so far. Okay. So as a swing trader, probably if you have missed any metal pack in today's rally, then you can keep a watch on this particular stock. So again, summing it up it all, that coming back to the Nifty futures still is pretty much range bound because today only couple of sectors were outperforming. Little bit in the banking pack, little bit, not a lot because breakouts are abhi bhi baki. Metal was one of the sectors which was able to outperform. Little bit in the PSU banks you saw. Real estate, yesterday I think I shared with all of you that in real estate is extremely oversold. So a bounce back is pretty much probable and you can see this bounce back. Yesterday or possibly in the weekly sectoral analysis में मैंने share किया था तो 407 वाला शायद ये 425 आ गया है. You can see the index. All right. So I can agree that many of the indexes have been able to close in the green, but जो outperformers हैं वो मेरे हिसाब से metal pack है, little bit PSU banks and little bit of private banks. All right. So Nifty futures still remains range bound. The breakout level will continue to remain 18,300 to 18,350, 360. Whatever you trade, please don't get overexcited. please keep your position sizing 50% less than what you do in general routine markets, or if you cannot do that, then you can hedge your positions. All right. I hope my efforts to share the market view with all of you are helping you. Trade well, stay safe. Thank you.